I'm sure y'all remembered Jada and August Alsino's relationship. I'm sure a lot of you remembered that. I'm sure of you. I'm sure that a lot of you are aware of the current condition in today's time of Will Smith and Jada's relationship. I'm sure all of you are aware of August Alsina being introduced to the Smith family. He's welcomed. Even Will Smith welcomed him, but then gets hurt at the same time. But then you're the one that has to lead, and you agree that this is the type of relationship that you want you and your wife to swim on. An open relationship. You can see the differences from this photo on who she was extremely happy with. A lot of people are saying she don't deeply love Will Smith. I believe it. Look at this photo here. On the left, she's grinning and smiling hard with August Alsina while he's holding her tight. Like that's his girl, like that's his wife. And on the right side, her husband. He's grinning and smiling hard. She isn't. She has that annoyed face like, okay. When are we gonna get are we gonna get done with this? And body language, photo imagery, and facial expressions tells you how a person really feels about their partner, especially in the photos. Okay? In some cases, you may really love someone, but you just have a mellow face. You just may have a straight face. I get it, right? But facial expressions and body languages, especially in photos, truly matter. She's all hugged up tight and close to August Alsina. And on the right side, with her husband, Will Smith, backing away a little bit. It looked like she's just backing up. She's not even paying him no mind. She's just there because she's there just to be with him. And it's just for the moment. She's not into her husband like that. She's only married to him because she's living that open marriage lifestyle while throwing the whole imagery of marriage away. Her and Will Smith are basically the product of the destruction of how marriages are today. Cheaters, full of liars, people who will disobey you, who'll make a joke out of you, won't respect you. Once you set the ball on marriage being an open relationship, that's it. It's no longer a marriage. It's no longer a commitment between a husband and a wife and a union between God. It's no longer a union. God is no longer in the marriage. Then people wonder why divorces are also increasing. People like this are also the reason why divorces are really a thing. Divorces is trending more than being married. More people are being divorced more than being married. That is a scary thing. That is something that people should be concerned about. That isn't for another topic. I'm married, and when I see other people going through this, it makes me shake my head. Like, what did you expect? What did you expect your wife to do? You're the one that created and set the boundaries and the rules for the marriage. The same way you started the marriage is the same way how it's going to end. You wanted an open relationship to be selfish, sleep with a whole bunch of people, whole bunch of women, you got money, etc., right? All of a sudden, you're crying and you're angry and you're getting mad. And Will Smith, on the Red Table Talk, when he was crying, be looking like a freaking idiot, like a simp in front of his freaking wife, saying, bad marriage for life. Then people wonder why a lot of men are losing respect for Will Smith. Especially that moment in the Oscars where he slapped the crap out of Chris Rock. That was uncalled for and it was wrong. I applaud Chris Rock for even acting highly professional in that moment and not fighting back, not looking like another statistic black male, Pookie and Ray Ray. He did not give off that image. He gave off the professional, I gotta put myself back together. The show must go on vibe. He stood his ground still. So the bigger man at the end of the day was not the one who physically hurt Chris Rock, but Chris Rock standing on his 2 feet. Still taking a hit. It's like many men who takes a punch and don't fight back. In some cases, you have to, but in other cases, if you want to be smart, your family is around, you're in a social event, cops is around, you do not want to escalate situations quickly because you know if you definitely could beat that guy down, it's not worth ruining your reputation and your night out with your family. You hold your ground. You're not a child. You're not a baby. Children hit other children. Children and people who are upset, people who are in their feelings, they start hitting you. They try to slap you around. They get angry and antsy like a child. Like, wait, I want it now. I want it now. Kids act like that. Kids act like that. Will Smith is trying to prove himself in front of his freaking wife. And now the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm piecing everything together, it makes a lot of sense. With him saying he's abused in his relationship, all this bullcrap nonsense that I'm seeing online. And now that I think about it, I believe it. But he's acting like a victim, like a narcissist. He knows that she was really in love with Tupac. He know this. But hey, he's trying to be the best man he could be, doing his part. But he's doing his part wrong, and I even can see it. There was times that I made mistakes in my own marriage, but never, ever will I selflessly draw the line to say, hey, let's change our marriage to open marriage. Says who? Just because you lead the marriage, you're supposed to be the head of the household, the leader, the wolf of the pack, right? That don't mean that you gotta also change God's laws and say, kick God to the curb. I'm gonna make marriage my own way. Then people wonder why the sink is always sinking, right? People always wonder why the ship is always sinking in marriages. Why marriage is not even trending. Why people don't even take marriage seriously anymore because of women like Jada. Guys are probably thinking like, wow, this married woman slept with me in a few days or even a day. Is it even worth being married? Because what if I marry somebody and they do the same thing to me? See, that's going to rest on a lot of men's consciousness now. Because what goes around could come around as well. There's a lot of men that knows the game, that knows how a lot of people are out here. And it's not to put any false hope on anyone out there. This is the reality. This is the reality of relationships today, the image of relationships. Will Smith and Jada are trending. Now that their monogamous lifestyle is also trending, it's a trending topic. Now, many millions of people who've seen this is going to automatically think like, maybe this is the right way to go. While there's going to be others that's going to be like, it's no wonder why marriages is failing. I'd rather stay single. I'd rather just be a boyfriend and girlfriend. Which is also something I don't agree with. Shacking up, I don't agree with. People could call me old school, but in the end of the day, I'm going to be a follower of Christ. Because the way to the Father is through Christ in heaven. And this is my motto. This is one of the things I'm always going to believe in. I stand for God, hands down, no matter what. Pray every morning, every night, before I go to sleep, before I go to work. God every day. This is what is going to keep me down, keep me in check. To know my place, to know my role, and to do what I'm supposed to do the best way as possible. I have my ups and downs, but I'd rather push myself and know that I could admit when I'm wrong, to stand my ground. And I'd rather do that. It feels a lot better. You could breathe. And honestly, with how Will Smith is versus August Alsina could have freaking been his son. And it's so sad that he was the one that was making his wife happy. And all of a sudden they got to split their relationship. It was just some fun. It ain't last long. She went all dolled up and prettied up for him. But her husband, not really. Eh, stupid. Stupid. All because of another woman. Then a lot of people wonder why people are calling Will Smith weak, a simp. Never in my life. If my wife was to say, "Hey, babe, um, why don't we have an open marriage?" Why would I say no? I would say no. Why? You want to have an open marriage? See me out of it, because I'm gonna do the right thing. My soul is a lot more important, a lot more important than losing in the process of this marriage and destroying this marriage in the further process. People gotta wake up. The photo here is a perfect representation of what I'm talking about. One woman, two men. One that's allowing the open relationship, and another man that's in the marriage saying that it's open to him to enter. Open marriage. You can't cry or get angry or mad when she starts to feel the guy a lot more than you. That makes no sense. But you're the one that wanted the open relationship. You and Jada said that you're not going to be monogamous. In my eyes, Will Smith is weak. In the relationship, that department, that's very weak. I would never, ever do anything like that. Agree to an open marriage. So sick and disgusting. That's probably why so many of these Hollywood stars are cheaters right now. They want to have their fun, have their cake and eat it too. Then, when the public is shining on them, all of a sudden they want to mix words in and try to make themselves look good to cover up their lifestyle. No, we already know what you are already. You're scum. Both him and Jada are both scum in my eyes. They have no value in their relationship. They don't value the image of marriage. They don't even value God. They're just mocking God like it's a joke. You can't mock God. You can mock your marriage, play games, but you can never play games with God. Then they wonder why there's so many problems right now. They're the main influences on why many people are cheaters and not getting married today. They're part of the problem. Then they wonder why many people don't even take other people that are married seriously. You have to walk and act like you're married and you're fully monogamous. Because what's the point in marriage if you want to create an open relationship out of it? And then you say that you believe in God. Full of crap. This is Woken Up here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.